Now the jammer, marked with the star on the side of the helmet, is actually the one who scores points for the team. Now the opposing team must stop that jammer from making one complete lap around the track, or else that team gets a point. Now stopping that jammer can get pretty physical, which means both teams need to follow some basic safety guidelines. Now when people think of research, they think of beakers, flasks, and labs like the one you see behind me. However, people don't realize that research stems into multiple fields at this university. Now, when Greg Olson woke up that Sunday morning, he got into the back of his car, put on his running shoes, and decided to hit the trail. Now, the intramural student organizations actually met last Tuesday to discuss what rules and regulations they will permit on the field. What they found that sportsmanship is the #1 priority for all factions involved. Now, a restaurant kitchen is a pretty unlikely place to be on your computer, but when the owner of the restaurant saw what one of her employees was doing, they finally realized why their website wasn't working the way it had been. Now, after the robbery, the owner of the park actually issued each storage unit to have bandit-proof locks, which actually prevent against bolt cutters from getting in. The owner said the break-in was due to a lapse in the security system and is unlikely to happen again. Now, after the organization met on Monday, the parking rates in Pullman actually went from $100 for the standard Crimson ticket to $150. This left students pretty upset in reverting to other methods of getting to campus, like public transit. Now, Pullman City Council ultimately voted yes on the removal of the Pullman Railroad. However, this left many locals removed with a sense of their own history in the community. Stretches of the railroad, like the one you see behind me along the Pullman River, actually date back to 1942, the founding of this city.
The Elson S. Floyd College of Medicine continues to grow and embark on advanced research opportunities. The college should have enough funds to increase its medical school program from 60 students admitted each year to classes of 80. This increase as a whole shows WSU's recognition for the state of Washington's growing demand for physicians. This growth also progresses the school on its campaign to become a top 25 research institution.
That's why the expansion from 60 to 80 is so critical, because we know the state of Washington is going to need more physicians in the next 10 to 15 years.
Departments like the College of Medicine emphasize research, but they are not the only organizations contributing to this school's collective goal.
Now, when people think of research, they think of beakers, flasks, and labs like the one you see behind me. However, people don't realize that research stems into multiple fields at this university.
When we talk about research, we talk about it in the broadest sense possible. It doesn't matter what your area of, what your discipline is, chances are there's research that can be done.
Research in departments like English, communication, and sub-departments like cultural anthropology contribute to the school's research goal. The objective is to bring knowledge to the table that can be used in a variety of fields.
We are trying to make research more accessible, more available for the community, and we want to solve issues or research issues that normal people have, and not just, the people in the white coats.
Research in these established fields and the College of Medicine's growth indicate the progress WSU continues to make. Gunnar Peterson, Murrow News 8. The Rolling Hills Derby Dames continue to roll over their competition as they advance in their league. People who come to watch say roller derby is an exciting sport, and for good reason.
It is tough. Holy crap. And most of these women are older than I am, and they are tough as nails to be out there. I play just for fun once in a while, and I couldn't do it on a regular basis like they do.
Now the jammer, marked with the star on the side of the helmet, is actually the one who scores points for the team. Now the opposing team must stop that jammer from making one complete lap around the track, or else that team gets a point. Now, stopping that jammer can get pretty physical, which means both teams need to follow some basic safety guidelines.
For example, you can't throw an elbow, you can't hit anyone in the face, you can't trip people. So there's legality around the physicality of the sport.
The sport highly prioritizes safety, but sometimes accidents happen. Skater Kristen Rolfe sustained a serious leg injury when competing and even had to have surgery. But this accident shined light on a softer side of the rough and rugged.
They'll do anything for you. Like the raffle today, I didn't know that the raffle was 50-50 to help me with my medical bills. I had no idea. They surprised that. are present with that. So that's going to go toward my ankle, which is great.
The skaters emphasize their love and support of their community. Each player says they have a lot of pride in what they do. Gunnar Peterson, Murrow News 8.